Good evening and welcome to the news. The Seychelles Qualification Authority, SQA, has a pretty good foundation. These are the words of the CEO of Jet Education Services, Dr. James Kivy, who has commended the SQA for its competence during a validation workshop for the review of the Seychelles National Qualifications Framework at the SITE auditorium this morning. The revision of the framework started last June, and if all goes well, Seychelles will have a new qualification framework during the first half of next year. The actual Seychelles National Qualifications Framework, SNQF, is almost 15 years old. Dr. Kivy and Jet Education Services, an agency from South Africa, have been around from the onset.
The SQA and the work in Seychelles stands head and shoulders above many other countries on our continent. South Africa, Seychelles, Mauritius, Kenya and Zambia are probably the 5 leading countries on the continent when it comes to this kind of work. Seychelles, small country that hits well above its weight. So I think, just starting off with a discussion today, we're in a good place as a country. Some of your staff, I see some of your staff when I look towards the left here, have been with you virtually from the beginning. You've got a strong, competent qualifications authority. But there's one thing that is still weak at the SQA, and it's got to do with the digital component. So if the world is transitioning towards digital, this is the thing as SQA and as the ministry and stakeholders that are here, whether you're a professional council or a training provider, you've got to really look carefully at your digital capacity. This is where the world is going.
A group of professionals from various sectors are learning how to negotiate trade deals. This is being done through a 5-day workshop organized by the Department of Trade in collaboration with the World Trade Organization. The participants are learning how to negotiate on a regional and international level, as well as the role that the World Trade Organization plays.
The workshop this week is focused on trade negotiations. That, as a preamble to that, we are also looking at the overall architecture of the WTO agreements and how they are structured and how they relate to each aspect of the work program of the WTO. And we hope that by the end of the week, the participants who have attended this training will be better equipped to negotiate various areas of international trade on behalf of the Seychelles. And these negotiations, of course, will be undertaken on the basis of them acquiring a better knowledge of the agreements and a better perspective on how trade negotiations are conducted in practice.
Tanuwana Sirasinge, a young author from the international school, donated his book entitled Junk Food to all primary schools in the country. The aim of this activity is to encourage children and others to eat healthy. The event, facilitated by the NCC, was held at its headquarters this afternoon. Present at the ceremony were the First Lady, CEO of NCC, parents, and the director of the international school. The young author wrote the book when he was around 5 years old. He was in grade 1 at that time. Tanuwana is encouraging his peers to start writing stories to educate others.
It is important to learn how to maintain a healthy diet and, if learned at a young age, can help to push these practices into their future. I hope by writing books, I am encouraging young children to maintain good habits, such as a healthy diet, for them to use for the rest of their lives, preventing obesity and other problems we face in our modern society.
Veronique Emini, former Commissioner General of the Seychelles Revenue Commission, has been appointed as the chairperson of the board of the ATAF, Women in Tax Network, AWITN, in South Africa. Her appointment took place in the Reducing Gender Inequality in Africa workshop the AWITN held in Pretoria recently. Mrs. Emini has been a founding member of the AWITN and succeeds Dr. Amelia Mwandane, the president of Mozambique Revenue Authority. We've come to the end of this news summary. Thank you for watching. I will be back with more news in Creole at 8 p.m., so stay tuned.